Good to see you. We are very glad to have you. My name is Jocelyn Nantumeluzige, and I'm a pre-med student over here in San Francisco. My question is going to go beyond Uganda, but to go to Africa as a continent. And my question will be, I have the belief that right now, Africa as a continent needs unification. And that goes without even saying, because we've seen the things that are happening right now where the Western world or this nation has pulled aid from African nations. And my question to you is going to be, you are not only a national sensation in Uganda, but you have now become an international or global sensation. And when I base on the Bible says that to whom much is given, much is required. And as the young people that are Ugandans, that are over here and have the hope of going back home to add something to our nation, if you are the person that one day is chosen to represent us, what is your view about Africa unification, about the unification of Africa as a continent, to eliminate all these things that have been sold to us as a continent about what we can or cannot do? Because if we look at all of everything that Africa is, we have all the resources, we have all it takes to be the greatest continent in the world, but yet we are in such a place whereby all the nations in Africa, right, most of them are considered third world countries. So what is your take on the unification of Africa, and what will be your contribution? Thank you.
I think that shouldn't have come as a question, because what other answer can an African give when asked whether or not Africa should unite? You know, Africa's unification is way, way, way overdue. In any case, the segmentation of Africa was not our doing. No, it was not. No African nation was represented in 1884 in the Berlin Conference, no. And the division of Africa was to our detriment. Unfortunately, more than 60 years after independence, we've not focused on that. Why? Because of greed of some of our leaders. I'll take you back to the words of the great Kwame Nkrumah. He suggested that. Unfortunately, those that came after him have been suggesting that, but only in words, not in action. What unites people? What unites me and my wife to become one is not just her beauty or my cuteness, if at all it's there. It is the values. My country cannot unify with yours when I have regular, free, and fair elections and you are a dictatorship. Africa needs to embrace values first and foremost. And then we can unify. And the unification will not take even so much. So Africa must unite. But before uniting, we have to be free. We have to be free. Today, the unification of Africa is seen by the individuals that rule over us. The East African community, for example, if I'm starting from there, is not a community of people. It is a club of presidents where Museveni and Ruto and Suru will sit and have coffee and decide that, okay, now abduction of citizens should be the new policy. And it will go on like that. That further divides us. It does not unite us, right? Because it confines the Kenyans to Kenya, the Tanzanians to Tanzania, the Ugandans to Uganda. By now, I would be in exile in Kenya. In the 80s, when our fathers and mothers were fighting against Idi Amin and the governments before, they did not have to run all the way to America. They just crossed to Kenya. They just crossed to Tanzania. Well, not anymore. Dr. Besigye was picked from Kenya illegally, and now he's in prison. So before we talk about uniting, we don't want to unite devils. Let us free these our countries, and then we can unite as proud Africans.